All right, we need to talk about something. It has made its way into our everyday lives more and more so each and every day, each and every month, year, and that thing is AI. Is AI something that's beneficial for YouTube specifically? So the topic of AI is far bigger than what I really want to get into today. I want to specifically look at how AI might help YouTube channels or YouTube content creation in general. It wasn't very long ago that I started hearing about this GTP chat, and that people were using it to write papers and to formulate email responses and all of these other things that they were doing. And it was intriguing to me. I didn't use it myself, but I thought the concept was kind of interesting. But here just recently, at least as far as I know, now they've started coming out with these apps, these AI apps. I downloaded one of them and started just messing around with it, and oh my goodness, it is crazy what it can do with a very simple commands and what it can create. So fast forward for this discussion, AI isn't going anywhere from what I can tell. They're looking to fast track it to be a part of all of your social media accounts. All the big companies like Google, Apple, Microsoft, just to name a few, are all looking for ways to add AI into their platforms and all of their tech in some way. And we've also seen AI being used specifically in the creative space. A lot of different apps that are doing intuitively what people would spend hours and hours and hours doing on their own. So if AI isn't going anywhere, how can it be beneficial to your YouTube channel or in the YouTube space? Is it helpful, or is it going to actually cause more harm than good? That's what I want to look at in this video. So I want to break this video down into the pros and cons of AI in the YouTube space, and I've come up with a few, but I actually wanted to ask the AI itself if it thought that it was beneficial to helping with YouTube. And here are a few ways that it said it could help. It could help in content creation, in video editing. It could help in analytics, and then it could also help in personalization of your content or your channel. So very interesting, the things that the AI suggested, which I can't really argue with those. I think in all those areas, AI has been found useful in creating content. So let's first go over the pros. As it said itself, it can help with the creative process. Perhaps in no other area have we seen more advancement in this AI space, that it's actually helping you do things that creators would take, hours and hours and hours to do through programs like Photoshop or other editing software. And it really was unique to the creator, all of the looks and styles that people can get. Now you have LUTs that are not just created by content creators, but actually created by AI. There are now programs that you can actually use to edit pictures where you change the sky, or it highlights a face because it knows where the face is. I even think about the new feature on phones where, especially on the iPhone, you take a picture, you just hold your thumb down over the picture and it masks out the people. That was something that would take people in Photoshop, days to do. And it was a talent. I remember when I was young, the thing was, just Photoshop it in. And everyone knew and understood that that was a very unique skill and something that would take a ton of time to do. Now we have the capability of doing that with our thumb in an instant, and it blows you away. So the creative process is becoming even more at your fingertips. So with AI's help, which is a pretty cool thing. Another pro is that AI can actually help you write scripts. This is one of the biggest ways that I can see it helping me. Let me show you an example. Let's just say, for instance, I want to do a video on why everyone should learn to play guitar at some point in their life. So I would just say, write a script on why everyone should learn guitar, and then press go. So you can quickly see that I can get 3, 4, 5 points on a subject within a minute. Very, very useful. Or maybe more in the realm of videography, how about we ask, create a script on why Sony cameras are better than Canon cameras. Now, it can't necessarily make the choice between the two, but it will give you then the reasons why one might be better than another. It will give you all of the capabilities, and then you can take that information and create kind of your own script with it. Now that's pretty phenomenal. It can help speed up the process of creating a video and getting it on YouTube. But let's consider the cons of using AI in the YouTube space. I think one of the biggest ones is AI is going to cut the process or the journey of learning, of creating, of the hard work it takes to master an art or master a skill. With AI's help, no longer do I have to be the best videographer or the best colorist or the best at what I do. I can basically slap some things together, know how to use the AI in specific areas, and kind of cut a lot of the corners in the hard work that it would take normally to master a skill set. Of course, it can't do everything for you, but in a lot of ways, especially in the videography space or the photography space, AI is taking the place of a lot of hard work and effort and creativity that people would bring to their projects. And though that's not necessarily a bad thing in and of itself, but I think it cheats people of the process and the experience and the journey and the hard work of developing that skill set. Another con, I believe, is writing scripts. And I just said that that's a pro, but it can also be, I think, a very serious con. And it's for the same reasons why I think this is dangerous for academics. Kids, saying, hey, write me a paper on this, and then tweaking it to make it their own. But really, all of the research and all of the work to create that paper wasn't theirs to begin with. It's just created by a bot. And then, of course, the greatest con for AI is it taking over the world, right? We all thought it. I'm just saying it. We can't let AI take over the world. But in all seriousness, I think AI can be a great tool and a resource if used wisely, with good wisdom, knowing its boundaries, knowing what it should be used for and what it shouldn't be used for. Will I be incorporating it in my YouTube videos? Absolutely. As I said, for script writing, the fact that I can bring an idea with my talking point, I see that as a huge benefit, especially since YouTube isn't my main gig. It can save me a lot of time. Also, AI isn't going away anytime soon. I think to utilize it and to take advantage of it in very wise and measured ways, I think can be very helpful in just making life a little more simpler. So in closing, I guess I would just say this. Though I'm really excited about the benefits of AI, my hope is that those who are developing and creating are using discernment, are using wisdom, and come at this stuff with great humility. And I'm not saying that life is going to imitate movies that we've seen, and yet we don't know really where AI can take us or the scope or the dangers that it can present for life in general. So I'll leave you with this quote from my favorite movie of all time, Jurassic Park, when Ian Malcolm is contemplating what was created with Jurassic Park, and he says these words: "Your scientists were so preoccupied with whether or not they could that they didn't stop to think if they should."